Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where we are ready to get this Black Knight set up to replace our other Black Knight. Well, not really replace, but be in position to replace. And we're just gonna go for the same 4 large laser setup. Spread them out like that. Ultimately, I'm not too concerned about the armor, but do we have like we have a rangefinder? That's not really ideal. I think at this point, we just put on half a ton of armor, since we have half a ton available. I like that. We're not going to put anything extra on the legs, I guess. And then we're going to just start piling on the heat sinks. And we're going to need to buy some heat sinks for that. I wish I could just double-click or right-click or 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. That should be sufficient, theoretically, anyway. So I think what we'll do is we're going to spread out the heat sinks a little more than I normally do, like 2 in each leg. So that if we lose a section, it's not as big of a deal. I'm still going to have 4 in the center torso, because if we lose the center torso, we've got bigger problems. I'll put 1 in the head as well, and then like 1 in each of these torsos. We've still got some heat efficiency issues, but overall, that is technically a better Black Knight than our other one. Reason being that this Black Knight here doesn't have the upgraded large lasers that this one does. So I think we're actually just going to switch them. And then this one would replace the Jaeger, which could then be sent to storage. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. The Black Knight vanished. I was a little confused for a moment. And then this catapult can be refit as our 3rd LRM boat. So we have a nice backup there. So let's go ahead and, I think, just put on LRM-20s weigh 10. Do we have another one in the store? We've only got 1 LRM-20 right now. So, missile weapons... Nope. Okay. Well, we'll mount a single LRM-20, and then an LRM-15 and an LRM-5. It weighs the same amount. Oh, there's only the 1 missile hardpoint. Okay. We'll just do the LRM-15 then. Okay, and then I will go ahead and put in some heat sinks here. And then some LRM ammo. We'll need some of that. Tends to help. Do we want to have backup weapons in this thing? I mean, we can't have dual LRM-20s, so we might want to. Have like LRM ammo, 2, 3, 4 tons, maybe? Maybe spread them like this? I mean, realistically, if our catapult is taking fire, we're doing it wrong. That gives us 4 tons remaining. We could put on 4 medium lasers. Our heat efficiency is amazing. What is our current heat generation versus sinking? Oh, we've got 10 heat to spare? Okay, how much does a medium laser generate? 12. Well, most of the time we're not going to be firing the medium lasers, right? So we can have like 2 medium lasers as backup weapons. And then an extra pair of heat sinks, perhaps. Or maybe a rangefinder? Doesn't even weigh anything. No reason not to. Yeah, I think an extra pair of heat sinks will be fine. I mean, realistically, we probably won't be overheating this thing. Realistically, we probably won't even be using this catapult, because this is our 3rd string missile boat. What are the odds that we get to a 3rd string missile boat? Pretty low, I'd wager. We'll put that catapult there. And then, realistically, all that we are missing... And I kind of... Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say I kind of would prefer the Thunderbolt over the Cataphract, but I think it's fine. So, realistically, the only thing that we're missing as far as our Lance goes is a 3rd string Juggernaut. That's pretty good. Now, we're 39 days before we get all that done, but we do have some traveling ahead of us. Before we do that, we did, we did kind of kill Stick a little bit. Goodbye, Stick. You had 44 deployments. Actually, he was about the same number of deployments as Rawhide had before she died. You got a lot of kills, though. Good job, Stick. Goodbye, Stick. We need to hire a new Stick. So, realistically, I kind of just want to hire 4, well, 5 total. And I don't want them to have any traits already. So, we've only got 4 available here. I mean, Husky already has sure footing. I suppose she could be the Stick replacement. If we take a look at Diva, yeah, Diva's running sure footing, so she could be the Stick replacement. The main question is, can we rename her?
Hey.
Let's hire Husky. Let's take a look here.
I'm here.
Yes. You are Stick. Stick is dead. Long live Stick. Fantastic. Now I won't forget. Okay, so, we also need to hire in my opinion at least, a 3rd string Lance. Because it got down to the wire there.
Available. New mech warriors available. New mech warriors available. New mech
there we go.
warriors available.
We could hire Ulysses, but I'm not going to do that. I want to train him up from scratch. So, we now have all of these mech warriors. And I'm just going to notate down who goes where.
Commander?
So, I'm going to start a new notation here if I can. Like, how many spaces do we have here? Not a lot. So we're going to need to figure out a pretty short method of doing this. So J1 is 1st string Juggernaut.
I'm receiving you.
So then Chicken Hound, if we can even fit it with that really long thing. We can't quite. We can do this. Chicken Hound is now a J2 for a 2nd string Juggernaut.
Standing
Clem, you are conveniently located. Congratulations. You are Clem J3. Excellent. Okay. Diva is obviously our, at this point, since Stick died, our cavalry string 1. So, C1. There we go. Foul isn't assigned. But we do know that Stick was intended to be our 2nd string cavalry pilot, so Stick C2. Excellent. And then I think there's no reason not to. We'll just make Foul be our 3rd string cavalry pilot. There we go. Okay, Partisan is our... pretty much our 1st string direct fire support. We'll call that Sniper, so we'll call that S1 for 1st string Sniper. Our 2nd string Sniper, of course, is Patches.
Commander?
So he is now Patches S2. Okay, and then Pod, congratulations, you get to be S3. There you go. You have your assignment. And most of these mech warriors are going to be getting a lot of XP through the simulators at this point.
Receiving you.
Razor, of course, is our 1st string indirect fire support missile specialist. We're just going to call it M1 for missile. We'll call her a missile specialist. That'll work.
Waiting for
Ripsaw
orders.
is our second string missile specialist, so M2. There we go. And then Steeljaw would be our third string missile specialist. M3. Okay, so there's all of our mech warriors. We now know what everybody's doing, and it's notated down. And it's actually kind of in order, except for Stick. I don't know how that ended up happening, because these are sorted alphabetically. It just works out, I guess. I mean, we could technically change Stick's call sign to be something between Diva and Foul. So between D and F. So maybe starting with an E. Earthquake. That'll work. And that was a cavalry pilot, so C2. No, you're C3. No, you're C2. That's correct. You're C2. There you go. There. Wondrous. That worked out amazingly well. Okay, so where are we going to go next? That is the question. We have a lot of travel time ahead of us because we need to do a lot of things. So, looking at this, what is the flashpoint that's going to expire the soonest? We've got one here, 147 days. We've got one here, 91 days. Who's the op for on that? Steiner? Okay. Well, we'd lose some reputation with Steiner. We can do that. I don't seem to be able to move on the map. Okay. I don't want to select these. There we go. Okay. 166. 106. So, this one is going to expire next. 91 days. Lost tech items. Ooh. Engagement length short. No consecutive deployment. 4 skulls, though. We're doing it. We'll be there in 21 days. The vast majority of our... Well, the vast majority of our work will be done by then. The Black Knight will be just finishing up. New flashpoint added in non-Diz system. Let's take a quick look at that. Non-Diz. That's this guy. That's a pretty attractive one there. Op 4 is pirates. I don't hate that. But we're basically doing these in order in hopes that none of them expire on us. Partisan is going to be getting out of the hospital momentarily. We're going to need to be running Chicken Hound, or God forbid our rookie, in our Juggernaut spot. But it'll be fine. And once we get there, we should probably look at training our rookies. Something to prove. The crew is bubbling with enthusiasm about a local cliff diving competition. In the morning briefing, Darius says Partisan has requested permission to compete. Given the general interest, I'd like you to make the call. Sumeria says, let her go, it'll be entertaining. Yang adds, you could send them all to cheer Partisan on. It'd be a bonding experience. We have a low G pool. Oh, it's a local cliff diving competition. Okay. It'll cost 25,000. That's irrelevant. We'll do it. Before heading to the planet's surface, Partisan spends hour after hour in the Argo's low G pool, practicing elaborate tucks and somersaults. A week later, you find Partisan in the mess hall, regaling listeners with tales of daring do. The crew who attended put in their own color commentary. Commander, thanks for letting me compete. I didn't win, but the locals were impressed with my technique. I managed to keep up with them for a while, but the highest tiers on the cliff? It's a long way down to the water. Getting shot at by PPCs is probably safer. So she's now brave, and is in high spirits, and general morale increased by 2. Okay, whatever. It's fine. So we will be arriving at our destination shortly. Excellent. 7 more days. And we're going to be there before the financial report, actually, so that's really nice. And I think our A Lance will be ready to go, and since there are no consecutive deployments, we don't care if the B Lance is ready to go or not. There's the Grasshopper finished, and the Black Knight finished just in time. Excellent. So we're not going to begin this immediately, just because I want to double check that we're good to go in here. Oh, this Black Knight is still in progress. That's fine. We can run this Black Knight if necessary. That's fine. Yeah, that's going to be 11 days. We'll run the old Black Knight. The new one isn't operational yet, but it will be soon enough. But first, I want to go ahead and hop in here and promote our new mech warriors a bit, because they should have gotten some XP in the simulators, and indeed they did. So, first things first, we want to be rushing towards this sure footing.
Training complete.
There we go.
I live to serve.
In fact, we should just go through everybody.
Standing by.
Hey, Chicken Hound. Grab yourself a point of gunnery.
Training
There you go.
Commander.
Ready for orders.
Okay, and then Diva can grab a point of guts, that's fine. Recoil penalty? Yeah, recoil penalty will be fine.
Warrior training complete.
It's not amazingly important, but
Hey.
it's fine. Earthquake can grab a point of gunnery. I'm okay with that for cavalry.
Training complete.
Okay,
Receiving you.
Fowl can grab a point of gunnery as well.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And then Partisan,
go.
actually, you can grab a point of piloting. And another, and another. Yep, seems
Mech
good.
Warrior training complete.
Good to
Okay,
go.
Patches, you're gonna stay put.
What's up, boss?
Pod, I want you to grab a point of guts and a point of gunnery.
Training complete.
And Razor,
for orders.
you're fine.
What can I do for you?
Ripsaw, grab that sweet, sweet point of gunnery.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Waiting
And
for
then
orders.
Steeljaw, you can just grab, well, just even it up. Grab a point of piloting.
Mech Warrior training
Okay.
complete.
Well, we are now at the destination of our next flashpoint. However, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we will begin that flashpoint. See you all then.